Whenever you have a percentage increase or a percentage decrease, we need to adjust our percent number formula a little bit. Instead of just having percent over 100 equals is over of, we're going to have a percentage of change. Now that change can be either increase or decrease over 100 is equal to the amount of the change over the old value. Now the amount of the change is going to be the amount of the increase or the amount of the decrease. Sue's gas bill went down from $42 to $38 this month. What was the percent decrease? Now first off, I need to mention that we live in the southwest portion of the United States, and because it's so hot in the summer, we don't have much of a gas bill. So if you're in the northeast looking at this video, don't be freaked out at how low these prices are. We're looking at the principle here. Now, because it's talking about a percent decrease, I know I'm using this formula here. What was the percent decrease? We're missing our percent number. So we're going to have x over 100 is equal to something over something. Now, the amount of change, that is not the same as the new value. This has gone down from 42 to 38. So we need to subtract and find out that that was a $4 discount or $4 decrease. Now, what was the old value? $42. So now we have our proportion. We could work with it right here, but I'm going to choose to simplify. Both of the numbers on the right are even, and we can divide by 2 over 2 to get 2 over 21. Now I will cross multiply. The diagonal containing the x is 21x, and the other diagonal when multiplied gives us 200. Let's now divide each side by 21. So let's go over to the right here and use our scratch paper here. 200 is being divided by 21. 21 does not go into 20, so we're going to have to go all the way to 200 and get 9. 9 times 21 is 189, which we will subtract and get 11. Now the question is, how far are we going to take this out? I'm going to put a decimal in here and put 2 places out here and pretend we're rounding to the nearest tenth of a percent. So here we go. Let's bring our 0 down. 21 goes into 110 5 times, making 105. And I'm going to go one more position out. 21 goes into 50 2 times. Now, instead of writing this as my answer, I'm going to the nearest tenth of a percent. The 2 would say round down, and we would have that this is a 9.5% decrease in her gas bill. Tim's stock went up in value from $130 per share to $140 per share this past month. What is the percent increase to the nearest tenth of a percent? Okay, let's figure this out. We need to set up this proportion. What is the percent increase? We're missing this percent change. Now, what was the amount of change? Well, 130 to 140 is a $10 increase out of the old value, which was 130 before it went up. So there is our proportion, and I'm going to reduce this fraction on the right by dividing by 10 over 10 and crossing out those zeros to make this a lot cleaner. Now when we begin to cross multiply, one diagonal is 13x, and the other diagonal is 1 times 100. So we're going to divide each side of this equation by 13 to find out what x is. So let's go to our scratch paper over here at the right. 100 divided by 13 goes in 7 times, making 91. We subtract and get 9. We're going to have to put a couple zeros in here in a decimal. 13 goes into 90 6 times, making 78. We subtract and get 12, bring down a 0. This is now going to go in 9 times, and that will give us 117. Now, we are rounding to the nearest tenth of a percent, and that 9 is going to have us rounding up, so this will become 7.7% increase in his stock value.